Yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready! 19-18. Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun, and he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, it's Smith. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. That is a big gainer for the Rams. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line.
Ready, go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here's a run. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Rams. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Can the defense do it again? From the 1. 3rd down now. And goal.
Let's go now. Read up. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go, Champ. Go, Champ.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Hardy now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the Rams' 44-yard line.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, KC.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Yellow, come back. 180.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Yellow, 180. Hey, Sunday. Right side.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. To throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. So after 1, the Rams out to the early lead. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. And they've got 2nd and long, 2nd and 14.
Yellow. Let's go, little lady.
Mahomes now to throw again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
3rd down, they need 5.
Yellow. Let's go, little lady.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. They'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rolling to the left. Escaping the danger and throwing and completing. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 7, go.
He'll get this out wide. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to number 81. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 5.
Nice.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Pat to 60. Pat to 60. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit...
And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. Oh, he's got a man, and he caught it. And he is out of bounds, but the fake worked, picking up the 1st down.
They pulled out all the stops on that fake, Mike, and it's one thing to call that in practice. But then to have the guts to call that and execute it in a real game, I mean, that takes some real confidence, and it worked out to perfection, and just an incredible play all around.
Here we go. Check. Hurt. 70 Timberwolves.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Rams 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll stay on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Come on. Set. 60.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, L.A.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller, him and the quarterback, seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll step up and run this.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
He'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6.
65, liking 18. Ready, right?
He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yellow. 180. Yellow. Right side.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Attack, attack! Yellow, yellow! Yellow!
Mahomes now on 2nd down. Got it open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 32 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd, they need 8.
Yellow! Underline! 15! Hey, 57, 57!
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Yellow!
They'll run the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. A lot of bodies down there, but there's one with the football, the quarterback. It's all that matters. Breaks the plane for the touchdown.
And all that quarterback is looking for, Mike, is the smallest of creases before that snap. Once he identifies it, All that's left to do is put your head down, get behind the big boys up front, and drive the legs across the goal line.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Get it. Steady.
They'll begin here on the ground. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Go.
He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Ready, ready?
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His 4th TD grab of the season.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Fall down these two. There's a wall, right?
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of
18 yards on the connection. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll let this go deep for the end zone.
really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That is hard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. So one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
Their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go. Set. County line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Go check. Go check.
Well, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. The Rams punting unit coming out. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
Yellow. 180. Come back. Yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brought down by Arnold. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Yellow. Attack, attack. That's a 180.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
A pickup there of 28 yards.
And a Kansas City Chiefs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Easy. Hey, 43, 15.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Yellow.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
The 21-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Yellow.
Patrick to throw. This one taken in by Hyatt. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Kansas City Chiefs.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
A give here to Pacheco. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
A chance here for this back to really show his speed. He saw the room on the perimeter, and he was able to get around the edge. Thought he was going to get right to the pylon, comes up just short, down near the goal line, sets up 1st and goal.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the 2nd half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Chiefs 35, Rams 31. Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
the RPO, it's Nakua. He works free, right side, to the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Is good. Makes the score Rams 38, Chiefs 35.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
30-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
First down.
Attack!
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A handoff to Pacheco. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
They go play action with Mahomes. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
That's good for
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's got another one. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Worthy. And they will finally run him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Second and inches.
Yellow.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Rams 45. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready up. Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80. Ready, right?
A quick RPO to Ferguson. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Got it. Ready?
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Rig alert. Rig alert. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. Down the sideline. They're going to have it first and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 67 yards.
Okay,
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal.
let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 19 Light.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it for the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's third and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Ready,
Two incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal.
70 Lions. Ready, go. 70 Lions.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And third down just became a lot tougher. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Broncos. Steady.
They'll look to throw. He's got it inside the 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This about as short as you can get. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams will tie the game here in the third quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
Here's Smith to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
Yellow! They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Let's go, little lady!
On second down, Pacheco. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This one complete right side. A gain there of 11. Good for a Chiefs first down.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And if he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11.
Now Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs.
12 yards on that hookup. First down,
First
KC.
and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Yellow!
Out of the pistol, it's Pacheco. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
Third down and 15.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
Third and long for Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That's off the crossbar and in. How did that happen? It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. This fielded at the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Come on. Hit. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Rams first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
Second and 10.
Here we go, strike. 19, Charger, 19.
Up the middle they go. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, L.A.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
From the set.
First and 10.
Got it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, right?
Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Give him 13 on that screenplay, and a first down.
13 yards.
Here in the fourth quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Viking 18. Go.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over.